It's Friday.
It is Friday.
It's Fair Week. Jug Day was yesterday. Mark, did you survive?
Yes, it's been quite the week, though.
Yes, it has been. Were you at the illustrious fairgrounds all day?
No, I was not there all day long. I was back here all day long.
Okay.
Aww.
Yes, someone has to help get it out there into the air.
That's right.
To the ether.
That's right. Someone else. So you had to do the behind the scenes, and someone else got to be the face.
Isn't that nice? I know. Oh, well.
It's one of those times where they say a face for radio, right?
They did bring you, like, fair food, though, right?
No.
Nobody brought you fair food?
How rude.
My daughter bought me some.
Oh, your daughter's a good daughter.
Yeah, fried cheese on a stick, by the way. It's all
How did that hold up?
It was great.
It traveled okay?
Yeah, it did. Even overnight in the fridge. I think I put it in the fridge overnight, so I was a little bit worried about it, but it came out okay.
Okay, all
it
right.
Worth it. I mean, you got a big ball of dough and cheese. You can't go wrong.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely nothing.
I just saw where you could put a Baybel over a campfire and then put some jam on a cracker and then squish them together after you've roasted it instead of a marshmallow if you don't have that sweet tooth.
Interesting.
Yum.
I guess so.
Well, we got Molly Meyers-LaBadie in the studio with us this morning, but we have an extra special guest.
I'm so excited.
She's been wanting to join the show ever since she was on probably this past summer, and I said, we have to wait until you have a day off of school on a Friday. So.
2 years.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it wasn't 2 years. I'll check my calendar. No, that is my daughter, Wynn Fowles. Good morning, Wynn.
Good morning, Wynn.
Good morning, Wynn. We're happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Mama and Poppy are certainly listening. You want to say hi to them?
Hello.
That's how she greets her grandparents. So we're going to talk about Minecraft, the second half of the show.
So excited.
And I thought, who better to talk about Minecraft but someone who lives, breathes, and dies Minecraft.
I think we have the perfect expert with us today.
Do we, Win? Are you an expert?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
I wish everybody could see her Minecraft necklace right now. It is amazing.
It's Minecraft and Lego. The worlds
Bonus.
have collided. Yes.
How cool.
Wynn's,
that is nice.
Wynn's two favorite things in the world. What's your third favorite thing? If Minecraft and Lego are in the top, what would be the third?
Just gaming in general.
Yeah.
Quality time with mom.
Oh, is that it?
It's probably either that or my fourth.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Top 5. That's not bad.
Thanks, Mark.
Good job.
All right. Well, we are gonna start as we normally talk books, and so we're gonna talk about what we've read recently. But Molly gave us a heads up. Is it something creepy today?
It is something creepy today.
You are in the Halloween mood. So.
I am completely in the Halloween mood, and I just finished a book that's in a genre called the dark academia thriller genre.
I do love this genre.
Oh, this one. Okay, so I originally got pulled in because it takes place in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Wow.
And I'm always curious. My college roommate, her dad worked for a rubber plant over there, her junior high and through part of our high school years. And so I know I've heard so much about how wonderful Malaysia is that I was like, ooh, I'll pick this one up. And this is definitely your psychological thriller. Now, a dark academia means it takes place in a school. This story starts at an all-girls school called St. Bernadette.
Uh-huh.
In St. Bernadette, there are girls who just start screaming.
Oh, no.
They don't know really what's going on. They say they see horrible things. Oh, Wynn, I can't look at you as I do this. Horrible things. They're terrified, and they can't even communicate after this incident's happened. Well, the screaming keeps happening, but the kids keep going to school nervous who's going to be next.
Oh, no. How old? What school?
So this is about junior high through high school. So we're getting about 12 through 15.
So not Wynn yet.
Not Wynn yet. Oh, this is good, Wynn. So they start screaming. But then one of the girls whose sister has become a so-called screamer decides she's going to save everybody. Now, I love the sound effects. To save everybody, that means she is going to have to get deep into the walls of St. Bernadette and find out what's causing it and what caused this years and years ago and why that secret's being kept.
It's not the first time.
It's not the first time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. Good job, Wynn.
So come with me into into Malaysia. This is interesting on multiple. It definitely is a scary book, but you're going to learn about flora and fauna. I have to say, I was looking up a certain tree as we were talking. I've completely forgotten its name right now, but it's a beautiful tree. I started looking up a little bit more on the cultural aspects. So it's a great dive into an entry into Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And it is a really good dark academia book. You get really into it.
What's it called again?
The Hysterical Girls of St. Bernadette. Because, of course, if a bunch of girls start having something happen to them, they're just hysterical, right?
Of course.
There's nothing really going on.
No. And who's it by?
The author of this one, of course, I just closed that for some unknown reason. The author of this one is, here it is, Hanna Alkaf, Alkaf, the Hysterical Girls of St. Bernadette's. And I highly suggest you take this as a listen along. The accents are a little bit thicker in the listening. So if you struggle with the thick, especially Southeast Asian accent, you might have a little trouble with that. But I really enjoyed having the accents for the inflections.
You don't know if the book is it translated or is it originally written in English?
You know, they don't tell me right here, but I'm not going to say one way or not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds great.
It was a really good, scary book.
Yeah, I love a good dark academia.
It's perfect getting your fall grooves on.
Absolutely. Well, we'll shift gears and we'll go to a book that fourth graders. I'm sorry, Wynn.
I'm in fifth grade.
I know.
Yeesh.
I just aged you backwards.
I don't want to be. I mean, at least just saying I'm not in second grade.
That's true.
Not that far. A book that fifth graders are reading across Delaware City schools right now. Wynn, do you want to talk about it? Do you remember? Here, I'll give you our notes that we were using, a.k.a. my phone. What's the book that you're reading right now?
It's called Esperanza Rising.
Oh, one of my favorites, Wynn.
And it's, how do you say it?
Pam Muñoz, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pam Muñoz Ryan.
Uh-huh.
And
And you're reading it in fifth grade. You're all doing it as like a read aloud, which is nice. So your teacher, shout out Mrs. Wommeldorf, is reading it out loud, and you guys get to follow along. So what's the basics of what's happening in this book?
how to say it?
Do you remember what the girl's name is?
Esperanza.
Esperanza.
I
Good.
love Esperanza.
And what has happened? What's the first thing that's happened that's kind of like terrible?
Her father dies.
Not only dies, but is murdered.
Murder.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum bum.
And does she come from what kind of family does she come from? Like, do they have a lot of money? Are they
Yes,
poor?
They are a rich landowner.
Rich landowners. In what country?
Mexico.
In Mexico. And what time period are we in?
We are in, I think, wasn't it like the
Early 1900s. It's a time of period called the Great
Depression,
right? And so we learn that there's some things that are happening after her father's murdered. The family's in a little bit of danger. They decide to escape Mexico. And so where do they go?
To California.
And what do they get involved with there?
They get involved with
It's called a labor camp.
a labor camp where they have to basically start their whole life over.
Yeah.
after that.
And coming from like a rich family, has Esperanza ever had to do labor before?
No.
Like hard work?
No.
No. How's she doing with that?
Fine.
Oh, really? She's doing okay with it?
Yeah, but like they go on a train to it since like it's in the early 1900s. There's no airplanes or anything. And Esperanza once got on a plane. Not a plane.
On a train?
On a train.
Uh-huh.
And she went in, I think it was like first class. So, like if you think about it, the Harry Potter little cabins. But this time, they didn't have any money since their house burned down.
Oh my.
And since that, they couldn't get the first class, so they had to go into, I think it was the third class. And Esperanza's all like, hey, why are we here next to all these poor people? Blah, 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 blah. Like saying all that.
Yeah. It's like a whole new life for her. So she's got to deal with all of the things that are happening. And yeah, we're only in the middle of the book right now. You said you're about chapter 6, is that right?
Yeah.
But you've been enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we talked about, we said that this book is historical fiction because it's kind of based on.
It is based on a true story that happened, but there are some made up parts in it.
Very good.
It's a
Molly,
wonderful book.
Yeah, you said you liked this one.
I loved it. I'm going to tell you how old I am this way. I was here when I was a children's librarian when it was published.
Oh, man.
And I remember when this book came out, I may have a signed copy of it on my bookshelf. What? In fact, conferences and libraries back in the early 2000s, all the authors were there and they would just sign their books like crazy. It's not the same today.
That's amazing.
But I believe I have a copy of Esperanza Rising signed to what was very nerdy for me in the 2002s to Library Diva.
Oh,
I had it signed to Library Diva.
Not
I have
librarian,
many a book.
not Miss Molly the librarian.
No, it was the Library Diva. It was a nickname I was given in grad school because I had a sparkly hat somebody bought me that said Diva. Yep, as my face flushes, that was a very cool thing. I was a cool early 2000s young children's librarian.
We're going to need to see that next time. Well, the fun that I've had with this is hearing Wynn kind of talk about the different things that they're discussing in class. She said that it's what we call co-curricular, so they're bringing in other ideas, talking about what was the thing that you used letters, UD?
The UDHR.
Which is?
The Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Wow.
I was like, I don't know much about that.
Was that Eleanor Roosevelt who was behind that? Have they talked about her at all yet?
I don't think so.
It may be later coming because she gets involved in some of that. She's my favorite.
Yeah, but she was saying that they're learning about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. They're learning about, the Mexican and the American culture. They're learning about the Great Depression.
Those are all important things to know about.
Yeah.
And then I was able to, the teachers, they love to have other read-alikes associated that if you want to kind of read along with, the same themes or topics or other things like that. And so their required reading is Esperanza Rising, but then they also recommended The Undefeated by Kwame Alexander.
Oh, a good one.
Side by Side, which is the story of Dolores Huerta and Cesar Chavez, by Monica Brown. Stella by Starlight by Sharon Draper.
I love Stella by Starlight.
Return to Sender by Julia Alvarez, Julia. Boys Without Names by Kashmira Sheth. The Most Beautiful Roof in the... Oh, nope, that's going into Module 2. So they came up with these things, and one of the things that you all can do if you have a library card is you can bump into you can log into your library card on our catalog, and you can make your own reading list. So I made a reading list, and I shared it with the teachers, and then they shared it out with the parents, so that if anybody wants to read along or do a read-alike, you can just go ahead and do that list.
I love that. What a nice thing to do from a library.
That's what we got to do.
That's what we
Teach
got to
people
do.
about it. Well, that is going to take us to our end of our time talking about books. We're going to go to a commercial break, and on the other half, we're going to come back and talk about Minecraft. Stay tuned. I've never had
66 degrees in Ostrander, also 66 degrees in the overworld of Minecraft.
Oh, so fancy.
Yeah, back to off the shelf on my 96.7.
Good morning. We're back. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
We're hanging in there in all of the ways that we can hang in there.
Because we have been open from 9 to 9, Monday through Thursday. Today, we're open till 6 on Friday.
That's why I'm so tired.
9 to 5 on Saturday. And yes, everybody, we're going to be open on Sunday, 1 to 5.
Every branch in the entire system.
I am so excited about this. This has been the best week ever.
This has been like 5 years in the making.
This has been, yes.
We are so, what's that?
Are you saying more time where you're away from me?
No,
we're going to keep
saying,
our work hours the same.
Yep, that my work hours stay the same because thanks to our voters, we passed the levy. We got to hire more people.
And that was the trick, Wynn. We had to hire more people so we didn't have to work 80-hour weeks.
That's right. Hooray. Hooray. You get to see your parents. That is Wynn Fowles, who is our guest this morning. Good morning, Wynn.
Good morning.
Wynn is on her Switch right now, but it's not because she's ignoring us. It's because she's preparing for what we're going to talk about this half, which is Minecraft.
I am so excited to learn more about Minecraft. I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
When you told me last night that we were going to do Minecraft, I was like, finally, I can ask some questions about. So, Wynn, I'm very curious. I know that Minecraft's a building game. And that you get to build things that you want to build. What have you been building in Minecraft?
That's a great question, Molly.
I think it was last Friday.
Yes.
I was at a football game, and I decided I wanted to build a football field. So actually, I'm right now on the world that I made it on, and it's just a full football field. And then I ended up getting some armor that you could put on, and I made it look like the Delaware Pacers.
The padding, yeah. In Minecraft, you can dress your person. Do the people have names?
You can choose your name.
Okay,
Mine's
so you
Blue Ninja.
Ninja.
So you can dress Blue Ninja and your person, and you can dress them in, like she said, armor, but you can choose the color. And she made it look like the padding that football players would wear. So
Excellent.
you could put on, for the Pacers, you could put on black and orange, and you could put on a helmet, and then that night we were playing Big Walnut, and so she had the red for Big Walnut team if you wanted to dress your person in Big Walnut colors.
And then I also have the Buckeyes.
And you have the Buckeyes. Oh, that's going to be popular.
This is what's really neat, and what I think is kind of, needs to be said for intergenerational understanding is that, Wynn came to the football game, and she doesn't necessarily like watching sports, which is fine.
Not really.
Yeah, and that's okay.
I remember just walking with my friends behind the bleachers, back and forth. We didn't watch the game. We just talked to each other.
But she brought her Switch, and she goes into Minecraft, and she was inspired by the field in front of her. And she was like, I could build that. And so she just starts building, and I see her laying bricks, and she's counting. Okay, the yards are 10. Okay, the stands on the opposing team's side are smaller than our stands. Our stands have a press box in them. And the world that you can see that she's in right now, she literally built. So
that's
one of
great.
those neat kind of things of understanding is someone else who wasn't paying attention might have looked at her and been like, ugh, there's Gen Alpha on their video games.
I literally just saw a meme where somebody was like, look at these kids at the football games staring at their screens.
Yeah.
And now you've just completely changed that perspective.
And that's what I thought was kind of cool. I was like, she's building a world that is influenced by the world around her. It's the same as another kid who is artistic and might be drawing in a sketchbook the players that they see in front of them. They're still engaging in the world around them, just in a different way that you don't quite understand.
Or writing in a notebook. You're right.
Yeah.
Now, Wynn, I also am curious. I know there are different types of things you can build. There are like houses and castles and lots of other things. Do you have a favorite type of thing you like to build in Minecraft?
Probably the thing that I've built most is houses, but I've made them different styles. So I have an indestructible house.
Ooh.
Because in Minecraft, there's this thing called bedrock, and in survival, you can't break it, and TNT can't have it explode or anything. So it's literally just indestructible, and I made a house out of it.
Nice. So a really safe house where your characters can go if there's anything going on out there in the world.
In survival mode, yeah.
In survival mode.
And those are the two different modes that happen in Minecraft. There's survival and there's creative. And survival adds some other elements into it, like the things that you've heard about, like creepers. And what else?
Survival is, as in the name, you have to survive there. So I think you have 10 hearts and I think like 10 food. And as it goes down, it means that you're getting hungrier. But in survival, you have to build a shelter and then survive the mobs, get all the supplies that you need to build your house, and after the final, your goal is to get to the end after you do everything. So go to the nether, get everything that you need. Your goal is to get to the end and I think kill the ender dragon, which is the final boss.
Kill the boss.
Wow. So how do you collect the materials to build your homes?
So the basic starter is I would suggest a dirt house. So just like start mining up the dirt blocks and then just like build a house however big you want it. But then by the time you are done with everything, you have like a lot of diamonds and all that. I would suggest for houses, like maybe like a diamond house out of blocks. And then how you collect the diamonds is you will first start off with a wooden pickaxe, then you mine stone to get a stone pickaxe, then you mine iron to get the iron pickaxe, and then the iron gets to the diamonds.
So you level up.
You level up. I like this.
I think the other thing that's cool about and I'm not sure if this is in creative mode or if it's just completely separate from both of the modes, but one of the things that Wynn's discovered is, what do you call it? A builder battle?
Build battle.
Build battle. And so there are topics that come up on the screen. You're interacting with multiple users if you're on the live platform, and you vote on the topic. The topic is the character that everybody loves in Minecraft is Steve. So the topic is Steve, and then certain minutes are given.
It's usually around like 2 or 5.
Yeah, somewhere between 2 to 5 minutes are given, and then everyone who's live in that build battle at that moment builds their interpretation of Steve in that timed setting. And then once the timed setting is done, they go and they view each other's, and you see their little people like walking around and examining the Steves, and
because you can design your skin.
And then they vote, and then they give 0 out of 5 stars, 1 out of 5 stars, 2 out of 5 stars. And then you see who wins. So there's also that aspect to it that is like creativity, like speed creativity.
Now, Nicole, I have a question for you. If there's a parent listening whose kid really wants to get involved with Minecraft, but they're a little nervous because it's an online world.
I was that parent.
What would you say to that parent? How could they get started so that you can have a kid with this creative ability that Wynn's got right now?
You know what Wynn did? She brought home, I wasn't sure about Minecraft. I wasn't sure about Roblox. She went to her school library, or you could come to the Delaware County District Library, and she found a book that was literally titled All About Minecraft, and she went page by page with me and showed me everything, and she built her case.
Sometimes I would give it to her when I'm at my Taekwondo, and I would be like, here, if you don't want to watch me do this, read this book to see if it's fine. But
that was really responsible of you, Wynn. I am very much impressed.
And there are different safety mechanisms that you can use, like you can turn off chat, you can turn off I don't know if microphones are used in Minecraft, but they are in Roblox, and I'm like, no microphones.
I think it's only until you're 13.
Yeah. And basic internet safety protocols, can be included in that too.
And it sounds like you're an active participant. You know a lot of what Wynn's been making and doing when she's there too. I love watching you two talk about it together.
Yeah. Well, and all of this has a theme, and it's because on Monday at the Orange Branch Library, we are doing a tween Minecraft mystery night. So
Which I'm coming.
which you are coming to. And our librarians are so good with this. It's Monday, September 22nd at 7 o'clock. It's at the Orange Branch Library. And our teen librarians are so good because they know what people like Wynn are into.
Yes.
And so it's going to be live and in person. So the netherite beacon has been stolen and the entire village is at risk. Track down the thief and locate the beacon before all is lost. And this is specifically for ages 9 through 12. And I know that Miss Rachel has a lot of STEAM that she's going to incorporate with this, Minecraft, and just fun.
And as Wynn has shown me, there are Minecraft books written by some really good authors like Max Brooks.
We didn't even get to talk about the book, but yeah, Wynn picked this one out from school. Wynn, what was this one called again?
Minecraft the Island.
And it's by Max Brooks, who you said is the son of Mel Brooks.
Yes, and books like these are gateways into kids loving reading.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous if it's Disney or Minecraft or Goosebumps back in my day. Let your kids read them, because if Mom hadn't let me read all those Babysitter Clubs and Sweet Valley High, I don't know if I'd be here today.
Yeah.
So I love seeing you read the things you're passionate about, Wynn. Keep it up.
And fun fact about this one, as I was looking up to see if the Minecraft the Island book by Max Brooks was part of a series, when I looked it up, I found that the audiobook is read by Jack Black, who starred as Steve in the Minecraft movie.
Are you kidding me?
Wynn just was like, oh my gosh, no.
We just went full circle.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things that I think is really cool to get, just find something that your kid's into, get involved, be an active participant. And if you're lucky, there'll be some books, some literary tie-ins, and some library tie-ins too, with awesome librarians like Miss Rachel making things like the Tween Minecraft Mystery Night, which still has spaces available for registration.
That's wonderful to know. Get
and
signed
now
up.
I have lava chicken stuck in my head.
Yeah,
Lava
we're gonna listen to
chickens.
La 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 Lava on the way home. Wynn, thanks for being our guest this morning. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what matters.
Molly, as always, thank you.
Love seeing you every week, Nicole.
Mark, thanks for coming back.
Good job, Wynn.
Yeah.
And until next week, we'll see you in the stacks.